and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's figure card. Today we are doing a singles reading, okay? We're going to see what is next in love, who is coming in for those of us who are single. So my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Appetite Stone and the Gilded Tarot Royale. Group 2, we have the Citrine and the Tarot of the Divine. Group 3, we have the Clear Quartz and the Steampunk Tarot. And group 4, we have the Sunstone and the Mermaid Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to get right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Appetite Stone, this is your reading. We're going to see for the singles, what is next in love, who is coming in for you, any and everything we can possibly get for your love forecast. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Appetite Stone. What is next for group 1 in love? What is coming up for the singles of group 1? So right away, there's someone like really strong in your energy that has like the biggest crush on you. We have intense gaze, so this is likely someone that you've noticed has some sort of feelings towards you or some sort of attraction towards you. With intense gaze, you've likely caught them staring at you or sending you some sort of flirtatious sign or signal that they're interested. But they're definitely still playing coy, like still trying to play as if they haven't noticed you or that they are not assuming that there's any romantic tension between the two of you. It still seems like they're trying to preserve their energy, you know, they're very interested, but they don't want to come across as like very interested. They don't want to come across as someone who is simping for you. And to be honest, and maybe because of this, we got the Villain Era card that's came out. So for you singles of group 1, you seem to be in your villain era. And it's so funny that we call it a villain era, and really it's just your era of prioritizing yourself, like no exceptions. Prioritizing yourself, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, whoever it is, whatever it is, if it doesn't resonate, we let it go when we're in our villain era. And that's why we call it a villain era, because everyone kind of perceives us as the villain, because everyone's essentially getting the same treatment, which is they come second place in your life. So with you being in this villain era, that may be what's kind of triggering this person to play coy because they don't want to get their head ripped off. You may be in like Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Swords energy. Same for the kings, King of Swords, King of Wands energy, where it seems like you're really in control of yourself, your environment, and right away it's like, I'm getting a Medusa energy. A little bit of a Medusa archetype where it's like, if you look at people, if you catch them staring, they turn into stone. People may literally be freezing as they make eye contact with you. You may notice that people have a physical response to interaction with you. Things are still looking good though, singles. We got taking you seriously. So I don't feel like this person is trying to play with you. I feel like they know where you're at in life and what it is that you're wanting, and they're not trying to disrupt your ecosystem. They're not trying to disrupt your life. They're not trying to play with you. We have taking you seriously and looking for the one. I feel like this is more their energy than your energy, but you'll know if it applies to you as well if you're looking for the one. The energy that I was getting for you, it seems more like you're in this villain era energy, but it can be a mix of both. You're in your villain era prioritizing yourself, but yeah, looking for the one. And that may be why you're coming across as intimidating at this time, because yeah, you have a set of standards and requirements for people that enter your life. And if you're looking for the one, you're already Xing out like players, friends with benefits, temporary, short-term kind of connections. So yeah, they're going to pick up on that. So they're going to be a bit uncomfortable. I feel like anyone who comes into your life right now, group one, they kind of have to prove themselves. Nice. Keep doing what you're doing. We got the angelic guidance card that came out. So I feel like you've let your spirit guides know what it is you're wanting at this time in your life, what it is that you're looking for, and they're on board. And it's just a matter of time before what you really want manifests. For now, I got a bunch of romance decks here. I'm going to pull from another one and see what we get. But for now, at least for this person, we'll see if anyone else comes through as well. It seems like they're still in their conservative energy, waiting for the right moment. And I don't hate that energy. I don't hate that energy. Because with you being so intentional right now, looking for the one, in your villain era, prioritizing yourself, it's best that people do align with your guides, align with their guides, align with spirit, instead of just trying the same old tricks to get you. Because I do feel like that would immediately backfire. And even if someone's a good person and they just make that wrong move of going about it in an F-boy, F-girl kind of way, immediately in the villain era, sucks to suck. Like, it's like in the villain era, we don't have the patience and empathy for people as much as we usually do. So yeah, it's probably best for them to hold back until you get more comfortable and confident with them and their energy. Spirit, what's going on for the singles of group one? What is next in love for them? Spirit is calling you to open up a little bit. We have the forbidden fruit card. So there's something that you are tempted to do. I'll get more on that in a minute and see what that is, but it's definitely looming. It's like you want to be in a villain era in a positive way where it works for your benefit. You don't want to be in a villain era in the sense that you're kind of like consuming people quickly, or, you know, making impulse decisions, going for this forbidden fruit. Because it's like when you come into something with the intention of, I already know what the one looks like, and then you get with someone who's not the one, if you're in a villain era, you may be more likely to just like smash and toss them because you already know what you want. So you're not coming into that with any expectations, but you can still catch a stray doing that. So, you know, I've had people literally fall in love with me when they started talking to me in the first place just to make themselves feel better. And then it's like, look at you, in love. And now I'm leaving you. How does that work? You know, so be mindful. You don't want to get lost in the sauce. But we have shine your light and finding common ground. So for the most part, it's like your angels are working double time right now, group one, to keep you protected. I still see you kind of alchemizing at this time as well with finding common ground. You're not completely comfortable opening yourself up to people, even though spirit is calling you to shine your light at this time. But slowly but surely, you're finding what works for you specifically. So far, what I can see for you outside of you in terms of love, I can see you have a lot of admirers, but people are a little afraid right now and following your lead as well. And now we're getting more on this forbidden fruit energy. I feel like there's someone in your energy. It may be this person, it may be someone else, but there is someone in your energy who does want to be with you physically. And you may feel this tension. This could be a coworker that you have a lot of, you know, physical tension with. This could be someone, you know, wherever you know them from, someone at your local bookstore, whatever you like to do, wherever you find yourself. And here's this energy, this person where there's a lot of physical tension. For some of you, this could be a situation where you have each other online and you interact with each other in that way. But we have wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and forbidden fruit. So I feel like spirit is keeping you at bay with that person. And in the villain era or in your ego, you may feel like, well, I don't expect anything from it anyways. But I do feel like it would surprisingly make you feel a way to get like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, by this person. To see like all that time of flirtation was just them playing the long game. They got what they wanted. Now they're switching up. You know, I feel like it would end up making you feel a way, or I feel like it would end up being a negative thing for you. So Spirit is really trying to keep you to avoid playing into your impulses at this time. We have prayer, meditate on it. So Spirit has really been trying to get you to connect with meditation and higher power so that you can stay on the straight and narrow. We got sailing in the gift. So you are aligning with the one, like the relationship that you want. But with the sailing card, usually that does talk about a journey or an extended period of time. Like it usually is something down the line. So Spirit is trying to get you not to, fall prey to your impulses at this time, or that connection that would end up being like something like a hit and quit, because that person really is the forbidden fruit. And I'm picking up on that this person in your energy, one of these are already flipped over. Let me flip it. The person already in your energy, I feel like you would think like, oh, they have good intentions, or they've been wanting me for for a long time. And it's like they've literally been playing the long game, and Spirit is trying to get you to avoid a situation where someone is switching up on you, because that will definitely make you go into like the negative aspect of the villain era, where it's like you turn into a man-eater or a Don Juan, just trying to taking out your rage on the collective, okay? Spirit is like trying to keep you in a path where you stay happy and healthy, where the collective can stay happy and healthy. Spirit, what's next for the singles? It seems like there really is some sort of delay, or a lot of people in your energy, group one. And I don't feel like that's holding back your timeline with the one energy. I feel like the one is going to be like 1 year from now, or 9 months from now, like an extended period of time from now. And I feel like there is other connections that are coming through in the meantime. And I feel like that's why Spirit is trying to get you to continue focus on bettering yourself, alchemizing, seeing what else you like, going further into your own character and who you are, learning about yourself, having fun. I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to focus on those things, because Spirit doesn't want you to see the delay as a punishment. And it's simply a matter of you being in the right place at the right time with this person, and it simply isn't the right time yet. And a lot of times we internalize that, and it's completely on their end, I'm not getting anything that Spirit is saying on your end that's holding you back from love coming in. So I really do feel like it's circumstances outside of you, circumstances unseen, that's like delaying love, but it's not even a delay. It's only a delay if you decide that you need it here now. If you're truly open to how things are going to come in and when they come in, then there's no delay. It just happens in divine timing. So perspective can probably help too. But we got the King of Cups in reverse, the Fool in reverse. I am getting a little bit of like a quantum entanglement energy. So this is a really good time to cleanse your energy, to refocus, reprioritize, make a new list of what you're going to focus on moving forward, what your next project is, whether that's physical art or redecorating your home, or finally getting into that hobby, or finally using XYZ that you bought, that you said you were going to get into. That's the best thing to do right now. And to cleanse your energy, because there's a bunch of people in your energy, and you being in this space where you're finally feeling confident, good about yourself, proud of yourself, confident in your decisions that you're making, it can get shadowy, and you can start to use that as fuel or more reason to touch the forbidden fruit, to reach out to someone who, may wham bam thank you ma'am you. So just be careful. There's a lot of people who want a chance with you right now, group one. A lot of people in your energy. It feels like sharks. We have the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I'm getting a lot of false new beginning energy too. Knight of Cups is like a really good day, or a really good like short period of time, a really good week, a really good date. Like, something like short and temporary. And then Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it doesn't kind of turn into anything, or they expect you to now carry the connection after they've invited you on a really good date and you had a good time, or after you have a really good week with someone. That's the people in your energy right now. People who are very excited to go on a date with you, attracted towards you, but there isn't that sustainability there. I don't feel like it's the one. King of Cups in reverse. People may even be, wow, Six of Pentacles. wanting to use you as well. People see your value. I don't know what it is about, like, I mean, I guess I don't know what it's like for masculines, but what I do know is as a feminine, there is this very weird energy that comes with leveling up. You would think like, oh, everybody's going to hate on you, but no, I actually have noticed in my personal life how people actually react in a different way, where it's like they want to use you for your beauty or your physicality. You know, you start leveling up, you start looking good, you start feeling confident. It's like people start to have this weird ownership. They always want to go out with you, you know, all of a sudden they want to go out with you all the time. And it's really just because they want to kind of get some of your angel dust. Like they want some of the positive benefits of like pretty privilege or being with a leveled up person. So it's not always like jealousy. You know, a lot of times it can be like, it can turn into obsessive or adoration or people feeling ownership over you or wanting to parade you. So it's really best that you spend your time, I hate to say it, alone at this time, group one. And I know it's a singles reading, so it's like, I want that spice, okay? I want to see like who's coming down and da-da-da. And I do feel people in your energy, but I'm not getting really anything from spirit about them. And that's how I know that there's no substance to it. I mean, I'm getting stuff about them. Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's exactly what it is. It's like Knight of Cups. They come in with all this energy and they seem very charming and open and ready. You know, it's the Knight. So it is Prince energy. It's like Prince Charming energy. And why wouldn't you want to be, you know, attached to that? And then you realize like, oh, this is a prince, very charming, but not at all the owner or the ruler of their own kingdom. Someone who can only offer me the thrills and chills, but not the sustainability. And because you're in a place where you are looking for the one and you're getting more and more clear as time goes on, as far as what you want, it's not like I'm not seeing anyone be here long term. I'm not getting that long term energy. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit is saying it's better for you to prioritize yourself and focus on yourself at this time. Let's see if we can get any juice. Well, Spirit, can you tell us what group one can be excited for, even in the long run? Wow, we got Uranus. That is our planet of change and evolution. Lovely. We got the 7th house. The 7th house does rule relationships as well in astrology. So you do have things to be excited for. I just don't think it's coming super, super soon, but it will definitely be worth the wait. And if you're already locked into this reading, then you've been doing the work and you've already gone through the hard part of like noticing like, yeah, my universe is kind of working like this. There are people around me that maybe want to use me at this time, and you may already be like past acceptance and in like self-preservation mode. So just keep going. It's leading you where you want to be. You're on the right track. Uranus says breakthroughs, insight, awakening, innovation, technology, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, enlightening. The 7th house says partners, companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships, sharing, communion, justice, and balance. So things that you can be excited about is it is happening. Nice. We got the 5th house of passion, another one of our transits that, or it's not a transit, but another one of the houses in astrology that have to do with relationships as well. It says love affairs, pleasures, joys, parties, romance, creativity, and costume. Ooh, that kind of feels a little eerie. Like, listen, be aware. Also, I'm feeling something around October. I feel like that was a message of October for someone, that things are going to pop off in love for you closer to that time. So look out for that. We have the numinous with mystery. This one says the unknown, the unknowable, psychic abilities, the cosmos, source, shadow work, inner knowing. You're aligned with mystery. You're aligned with 5th house and 7th house. 5th house, the house of passion and excitement, your desires. 7th house, the house of like relationships and partnership. You're aligned with that change to happen and for things to finally come through. It's really the calm before the storm. You just need to be patient at this time, like patient and locked into what Spirit is telling you. We do have the Moon card here. with feelings. And then we have Libra, the idealist. So if you're in this Libran energy, that can make you lean towards impulse moves. Libra is ruled by Venus, so it does have this heavy, like, curtain of illusion over it, or this, you know, attraction towards like your desires and impulses and wanting to just kind of be in the mix. So be mindful of that. But Spirit is telling you, connect with your feelings, because your feelings are going to give you instructions. I'm actually hearing your feelings are the instructions. When you start to get that feeling like, ooh, I'm not feeling good about this anymore, Spirit is saying that is instruction on what to do next. So honor your feelings at this time. But that's primarily what I got for you, Group 1. There's a lot of people in your energy, but it seems like booby traps, really, because of how they oddly want to use you. Many of people would love a ride with you right now, okay? If you give them one, they'll definitely take it. But you need to tell them, like, listen, you are not tall enough to ride a stallion. You cannot ride this ride. This is not for you. This is for the one. And if you're already locked into that and waiting for Spirit to come through, like with your person, I do see you getting that. It's only a matter of time. And that's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Citrine and the Tarot of the Divine, this is your reading. This is for the singles today. We're going to see what is next in love and who is coming in. Spirit, this is for Group 2. We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so a lot of self-love you're coming in with, Group 2. Spirit, what is going on for Group 2? What is next in love for the singles of Group 2? Okay. Seems like you're in your bag, in your mood, doing your thing. We have keeping it low key, ooh, and holding back. So you guys aren't jumping at the opportunity to be with anyone in this season. If it happens, it happens, you know, it'll happen naturally, but you're not fiending for love. You're keeping it low key. You're actually comfortable at this time, like literally just being you and doing you and trying to find like, okay, what fun and exciting thing can I get into today? Or how can I have a peaceful day? You're not like running towards the light or excitement that, oh, someone is here, this person is special, or, you know, they're gonna be my next. You're kind of just really holding it to yourself, keeping calm. And I don't feel like you're falling for anyone's illusions at this time either. There's a strong energy of you. Yeah, we have looking for the one in angelic guidance. There's a strong energy of you being tapped in to the divine, tapped into angelic guidance, higher realms. You may be really into astrology right now and living your life according to what's transiting your natal chart, living your life according to what it's best for you to take action on at this time. Or you may be getting into like your human design or some sort of spiritual school of thinking that really kind of keeps you connected and locked in with spirit or higher powers, because there's this energy of you not being alone at this time. And I feel like that's because there's people kind of circling around you who want to be closer to you. But I also feel like that's your own doing, just kind of being surrounded by your angels and guides that are protecting you. You may have recently done something like specifically to call in protection. Spirit, what is coming up for Group 2? Nice. Yeah, we got feeling yourself. You may have even gone through a physical glow up and people are starting to notice. People don't know exactly how to handle you. There is this energy of something has changed within you recently, group 2, because we have feeling yourself and building interest. So slowly but surely more people have gotten attracted to you. So it looks like this is due to like a change in mindset, or you again following a certain school of thinking. It could even be like you getting into dark psychology, or you getting more into like magnetism, like, okay, how can I make my energy work for me? What is the most like low investment way that I can get the biggest return? How can I call in attraction and the things that I want while also remaining in my power and in my comfort zone, or just in my own world, not too wrapped up in what everyone else has going on? We have almost getting caught falling and lost in the sauce. So again, some sort of change has caused a shift for you, group 2, and it's causing someone to feel like they're falling for you. People are almost getting caught stalking you, watching you, staring at you. There's interest. I get an energy as well of people collecting information about you, but again, this lost in the sauce energy is coming through super strong, where it's like people, for whatever reason, don't know exactly how to get through to you or how to connect with you. You may have an interesting point of view, an interesting look. You may be coming across as intimidating at this time, or there's been a glow up and it's like people who maybe weren't as interested before or weren't taking you seriously before, didn't really notice you before, all of a sudden they're noticing, and it's like, holy, like it seems like there's been such a level up. Like this is an energy of going from like, and I'm not saying this literally, but it's the energy of going from like a 3 to a 10. That's how people are seeing you, you know, where it's like before, you know, maybe people weren't noticing, etc. And I'm not rating you. I'm just saying, like, as an example, like that's how big the jump is. Spirit, what's going on for the singles in group 2? What's next in love for them? Who's coming in? A lot of people in your energy at this time. And it feels like they're peeping, but they ain't speaking, okay? We have the backstabber card here. So if you have any hater friends around you, this would be the time to purge your energy, because there may be someone in your energy who, ooh, we have crazy for love. Maybe they're boy crazy, girl crazy, whatever. You may have someone who was really supportive of you or was like a best friend to you at a certain part in your journey, but now it's like they may embarrass you when you're around new people by being crazy for love, by being thirsty, and then people automatically associate you with that. So like you're catching strays. People are seeing you a certain kind of way because they see them a certain kind of way, and you know, you hang out with them. Or this could be someone who's blocking you. It's like, again, I'm just seeing someone being like hella loud and embarrassing. Like Spirit is specifically showing me a feminine, and it's like 2 feminines at like the club or wherever they're at, the hookah lot, whatever. And it's like one of them super calm, sipping their drink, kind of just, you know, looking around, checking out the scenery, looking at the place, you know, getting into the vibe, like just experiencing it and being in the moment. And the other person like wants to twerk on the couches. The other person like wants to be all in people's face, talking to them, talking about you. Like, oh, they seem quiet. They're not quiet. They da 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 da. Like I've been riding the streets with them since 15. Like just doing the most. So be mindful, okay? Whether it's just they're not self-aware or whether they're actually being a hater, regardless, listen. You can't have too much patience with people either way, because it's like, if you don't know, I'm going to give you some grace and some empathy, and I'm not going to, you know, get on you about it, but I still got to remove myself from the situation, because it feels like someone around you is in a very persuasive energy where they're trying to like get people to be attracted to the two of you. Also, Spirit is showing me your body betraying you. So that is a message for like very few of you. It's not an external energy where you have a hater friend around you. It's like your body may be having these natural physical reactions. You may blurt out and say something or do something or make a move towards someone. And you feel like I've been making all this progress, but all of a sudden you're making a move towards someone. So it could be for a small portion of you, your own shadow side that's actually trying to persuade people to come in. So Just be mindful of that. Yeah, it's a time for cleansing. We have ready to mingle in heaven and self-esteem. So as of now, group 2, you're actually aligned with some pretty decent offers. But I do feel like this is your dating era versus committing to someone era. I feel like we're not getting like a person coming through quite yet because I don't see you deciding on someone. I do see you going on dates though, which will be exciting and fun and new. But I'm not getting an energy of someone coming through that you're committing to. But that doesn't mean that there isn't any options. Like we have self-esteem in heaven, so you're actually in a really good energy, ready to mingle, going out. I feel like you're doing all the things, like you're doing the things that Spirit is telling you, whether that's be more open or go here, connect with this person, get into this new activity. I feel like you're more open now than you have been in the recent past to getting out of your comfort zone and getting out of your shell and going to see places, but you may have to get used to doing that alone. And we have breaking free and let me go. So there is someone or something that has been holding you back, and Spirit is really calling you to let that go. And that is going to affect you getting in a relationship in the future. So this could be going to certain places, like maybe there's a certain bar that you always end up feeling, you know, like when you go home from there, you end up feeling bad, or there's a certain kind of clientele there that gets you off track. Or maybe there's a certain friend that you are comfortable hanging out with because at least you don't have to go somewhere alone, but it's like that friend's like embarrassing or they're not a good representative of you and who you are anymore. This is your era of letting people go. So far for you, group 2, what I'm seeing you really keeping it low key, tapping into your own energy and your own head. And I feel like things are going to get a little bit more intense moving forward just because you are being called to cut some people off. So of course there may be some pushback with that. But I also see as you're cutting out certain places, certain things, I see you in heaven and I see you mingling and I see you going on dates, and I just don't see you've picked someone quite yet. Simple as that. It's not a matter of not having any options. You're actually in a sweet spot, if anything. It's more of a matter of you just don't feel like you've gotten enough to commit to someone. Like maybe you're really waiting for someone to prove themselves to you. So you may already know it's going to take you a few months before you could ever even be in that relationship space, because someone's really got to earn it for you to even look at them as a potential option. So I feel like it's a win-win situation for you at this time, group 2, because you're in control. Spirit, what's next for the singles in group 2? We have the 8 of Pentacles. You're still building, but 8 of Pentacles is a really good position. We have the Star in reverse. Something about like the energy around you, it still feels uncomfortable. I feel like you know it's not quite the time yet. You're still waiting for, again, that perfect person. We have the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like you're out of the gauntlet, like the worst of it is over. But I still feel like you know that everything isn't as it seems. There's still dangers around you, like F-boys, F-girls, whoever, people who want to get you off track, or people who are gonna, you know, bump and duck you if they can get away with it, or even still aspects of yourself that kind of betray yourself. So you're still like giving yourself time. And again, you're so locked in, like with Spirit, like so locked in, because even though it's kind of annoying to wait, you seem to be okay in the energy that you're in. And I feel like that's because these dates that you'll be going on in the future makes it a lot easier for you to be comfortable, like not being in your perfect relationship or not being in the arms of the one quite yet, because you're still, you know, you're having some interaction with people and it's still nice. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Coins in reverse. So that is giving me more of an energy of a delay due to something that you're tied to. So we did get 2 cards, Breaking Free and Let Me Go, that did come out prominently in your energy. So I do feel like there is something that's flat out holding you back. Once you release that, I feel like there's going to be a huge jump, quantum leap forward. And I see you in new spaces. I see you going to a new like weekly activity, like something like a club or a class, some sort of something that they have. It could even be like maybe your city does like movies in the park in the summer. It could be you going there, you know, walking around, skateboarding, whatever it is you're into, like just going around and meeting people. Like I am seeing you in some sort of new place and meeting new friends, meeting new people, your new tribe. And 10 of Cups, very much so, still aligning yourself with your perfect relationship with the one. And taking and experiencing everything as it comes. Spirit, what is next for group 1? Still throughout this entire reading, even pulling into the pulling from the tarot, we didn't get like Queen of Swords, King of Swords, or you know, any of the kings and queens from any of the suits in the tarot deck. So I'm still not picking up on someone specific coming through. No one's proved themselves to you quite yet. We have the 2 of Coins and the 7 of Swords. So I feel like the best thing to do is to I feel like that would be a good thing. I'm going to see who you should work with at this time or what kind of energy would be best for you. But 2 of Coins, 7 of Swords, I feel like you know, like, okay, there's still a leak somewhere, whether it's a person or a thing. We have the 4 of Swords. You're taking your time. You're still synthesizing and observing. And for some of you, the 4 of Swords could even be healing from like a past relationship. Maybe you know that you're not quite ready for a relationship because of some healing that you still need to go through. Spirit, for group 2, who should they work with at this time, or what energy should they harness? Ooh, we got Sarunos with life force energy. So maybe some, you know, solo physical intimacy work, some mirror work, you know, really tapping into your sacral chakra, maybe going into some self-worship stuff. Okay, light some candles or some incense, whatever your vibe is. You know, get into some mood lighting, whether you got LED lights or a little sun lamp, whatever you got, okay? Make it sissy, make it cute, and get into that self-connection, if you know what I mean. We have Sarunos with life force. It says, express your driving passion. Sensual powers are increased. So you actually have the power to manifest through your sacral at this time. And Spirit is telling you, the more you feel yourself, the more other people can feel you. So connecting with yourself at this time and getting yourself all buttered up and ready for the person you've been waiting for would be really advantageous for you right now, and even for the purpose of manifesting. We have Radha with Soul Flame. Soul Flame. It says, rediscover the lost part of yourself and experience relationship harmony and healing. So the closer you get to yourself, the more you kind of love yourself and become obsessed with yourself. Spirit is saying the more you're going to manifest that energy outside of you. So you can work with Radha, you can work with Sarunos right now and have some significant manifestation occur. Some significant progress happen. We have Freya with phases and cycles. So another energy coming up talking about an ending being imperative at this time. It could even be a karmic, like a karmic lover that's been a forbidden fruit to you that you've always kind of come back to. It could be a romantic partner that backstabbed you in some way. I didn't even think about that before. I wish I did, but I didn't. But it could be like a, you know, someone that you end up putting your time and energy, your attention into, and then it's like another year gone and they're still not committed. So graduating from that as well could be what it is. Freya with phases and cycles, it says there's a beginning within every ending and illusions are revealed and released. So you are coming into truth. Spirit is exposing people right now. So do not be surprised about anything that you find out. You know, the truth is stranger than fiction. I feel like you're going to be surprised with information that comes into you in the next few weeks, next few months. We have the white eagle, the ancestor spirit. So ancestor veneration is a really slept on part of spirituality that can really cause you to level up, especially if you're working with ancestors that you know. But the white eagle ancestor spirit, it says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So you may be my group who's breaking generational curses as well. So that just adds another layer of intensity to everything going on, because it's like the whole bloodline is going to level up through the work that you're doing in this lifetime. So you may constantly feel like that pressure, that familiar pressure to perform, to be the one who knows it all, to be the one who does it right. Allow that pressure to fall. I do see that your ancestors will help you at this time. So connect with them for the purpose of leveling up. And then we have El Moria with an awakening presence. It says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So again, good time to do some protection work. Good time to tap into your sage, your Palo Santo, whatever it is you use for cleansing, whatever it is you use to stay on the up and up. Spirit for group 2, what can they be excited about moving forward? What can the singles be excited about? We have pleasure, fulfillment, and trust. So Spirit is saying you're going to see how the plan has gone from completely in the dark, the unmanifested, to manifested, something real in your life that you're experiencing. You're going to see why it's worth it to trust in the universe and how you don't have to do everything yourself. And the universe will work for you, work with you, and help you, and how things will turn out for the better, for your best interest. But you can be excited about some pleasure coming in. And again, some of that is related to that energy we got before with that life force energy, some self-pleasure and going into deeper levels of who you are and embracing yourself and truly falling in love with yourself. Through that process. And we have fulfillment. So Spirit is saying, listen, you put in your order with the divine, it will be fulfilled in time. Maybe a little bit longer than you would want or expect, but you are still on that journey to there. And the fulfillment will happen, so it will be worth the wait. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the clear quartz and the steampunk tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see, singles, what's next? Who's coming in for you, Spirit? This is for group 3. Group 3 with the clear quartz. Please show us what is next for group 3 in love. I feel like if it's stress, it's not in your life. If it doesn't feel good, it's not in your life. The first card we have coming up for you, singles of group 3, we have gracefully bowing out. So you're not mad, you're not salty, you're not being petty, you're not taking revenge. You are simply gracefully bowing out from anything, anyone, any situation that does not serve you, that is not in your favor, that is not in alignment with you. If it doesn't make sense or if it's not for your better benefit, you are not staying connected to it. There's an energy of you really knowing your worth and gracefully bowing out, and people may expect a different reaction out of you as well. People may be used to you being a loose cannon or going off or, you know, being able to control you emotionally, but they are just simply not getting that from you. There's someone else that's kind of caught your attention, Spirit. Ugh. I feel like you guys have like the angel on one shoulder telling you like, continue to open up your heart, continue to, you know, do the right things. And then you have the demon on the one shoulder like, or the devil on the other shoulder like, villain era. We have villain era and lost in the sauce. So I do see an energy of confusion. I will tell you, group 3, this will clear more and more as you move forward. So just one foot in front of the other, literally just keep going at this time. Because with that lost in the sauce energy, I do see that you're kind of confused though. Like, is it me? Am I doing something to manifest this kind of energy towards me? there's something that you're experiencing and it's causing you to question, like, why am I experiencing this though? Why am I coming across this, or why is this happening? So I do feel like Spirit will reveal that to you moving forward. But you're kind of on the brink of wanting to go into a villain era, not gonna lie, or you may be in a villain era. We have under your spell. A lot of people are attracted to you right now. And I feel like you're getting a much more positive response from people, like even people that you know, say you've had the same male manager for 3 years. This is like an energy of them giving you an easier workload, or being less like micromanaging, trusting you with, certain responsibilities and time and things like that. There's an energy of you getting a better response from people who are in your immediate surroundings, people who are in your life. We have building interest in under your spell, so you may even be having a glow up at this time, or with that under your spell energy, it could be quite literally. Maybe you've done some glamour work on yourself, some goddess work or worship, or you've been getting into something that affects your magnetism. It seems like what you're sending out into the universe, people are really believing and responding to. So if you're sending out like this energy of I'm open, I'm ready, people are seeing you as open, as ready. If you're sending out this energy of I'm confident, or I'm attractive, people are seeing you as confident, as attractive. Like the energy that you're putting out, people are really believing and responding positively to. We have turned on and good day. So I see you having better days with people. There's someone specifically you're having a really good day with. We'll get more on that. But with that turned on energy, there's an energy of like, it's giving a lot of sacral chakra energy, and it feels like it's coming from multiple directions, where again, a lot of people are under your spell right now and attracted to you. So it could be because of a lifestyle change or an energetic change. Spirit, for the singles of group 3. You may be unsure of what it is that you want. Wow. And then we have angelic guidance. So I feel like for once you're kind of in this energy where it's like, it's above me now. I'm going to allow my angels to align me with best case scenario. I'm going to allow my angels to align me with the person that's for me, with the connection that really wants me. It feels like you may be in a space where it's like, okay, you know what, Spirit, I don't know what it is that I want and need. I don't know how to ask for what it is that I truly want and need, or who I would benefit from or be really good with. So how about you just show me, Spirit, or your angels. And we have the Shift card. Whatever you're doing right now, it's working, group 3. I can't quite put my finger on it, and I feel like it's just because there's going to be, a mixed group of people doing different things. Some of you guys, it's more manifestation, like something that you've done in terms of spell work. Bottom of the deck, we have intense healing. That could be what it is. You've healed yourself, so you're literally radiating, glowing right now. But there's definitely been something that you've done that's caused some sort of shift. It could even be a decision that you've made. Spirit, for group 3, what is next in love for the singles? We have the reunion card, so I do see someone from the past you are connecting with. Let's see what else comes through. Be mindful of that person, because they may be just passing by, trying to see if they still got it with you. And with you gracefully bowing out of another connection, it may just be the right place and timing for them to slide on you, when usually you wouldn't, fall for this person's tricks. There's someone that's coming back into your life, group 3. We have reunion, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and conceited. Someone who just kind of like wants one night, you know what I'm saying? Someone who misses you, wants to have you, and it feels like, I don't want to say they're a narcissist, but it does feel like someone trying to like come and get their narcissistic supply. That's exactly how it feels, because they're coming in with intention, and that intention is just to have you, to get their little boost, to get their fill up. And with the conceited card, it doesn't matter what you've communicated to them or how you're showing up when it comes to them, because they already have this idea of you in their head, and it's based on past. It's based on past experiences, you know, things that aren't true anymore. You're not that same person that's, you know, in the energy you were in before. And they kind of still see you in that way. So it feels like they're just coming through on the same old, because they've had you before. Nice. We have confessions and you're worth love and give them a chance. So Spirit is saying, just give the process a little more patience, not give this person a chance, but there is going to be someone who's going to be making a confession towards you, a confession that they have feelings for you. But I gotta be honest, it does feel like people are very dazed in your energy at this time. So just be mindful of that, group 3, because I feel like as you're leveling up, it's having a little bit of a reverse effect in the sense that a lot of people are watching you and they're dazed by you and they're attracted for sure, but taking action, it doesn't seem like very many people are. So Spirit is saying, give people a chance to warm up to you. You're worthy of love. You will receive love. Someone is coming through and confessing their love to you, group 3, moving forward. But just give the whole process some time. We have fun times with friends that just came out as well. So Spirit is saying more focus on prioritizing like your mental health, your fun. If you're having fun, that's a good thing. If you're having fun, you're one step closer to the love that you do want to manifest, to the love that you do want to come in. Oh, we have the synchronicity card that flipped over. You may be seeing, I'm seeing 12, 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is really kind of like that steps angel number. It lets you know you got the self, you got the duality, you got the mind, body, and soul, the 3 aspect, and then you have the 4, which would be the stability and the hard work. So it's a angel number that tells you like you are on the right path. And 1212, at least for me, is one of those angel numbers where it's like what you're looking for is also looking for you, or what you want is also wanting you. What you're manifesting is also manifesting you. So more of a confirmation that you're doing the right thing in that time or in that moment, and so is the energy you want to attract. You may be seeing other angel numbers or synchronicities as well. We have stuck to you like glue, gone, and plenty of fish in the sea. I'm telling you, this energy that's coming to you from the past, it's starting to really give narcissists. Like, I wanted to take it easy on them, but come on. Like, it just feels like they're coming back with very much so selfish intentions. So just be mindful of that. This may be someone that maybe in the past you've been open to, or you're still open to, like being with intimately. But just know, like when they're coming, they're taking, no pun intended. When they're, you know, coming into your life and dealing with you, they are definitely taking something as well at the same time. And you may wonder, like, dang, every time I deal with that person, I start to go back into these old habits of super strong attachments. I feel attached to them or attached to other people. Or I start slipping or I start having bad luck. And it's like, yeah, because they done sucked you dry of all your angel magic, all your angel dust, and all your, you know, fabulous energy. And they're going off, they're winning, you know. And, you know, you're 2 steps back or in the same place feeling depleted. So be very, very mindful of this energy, because with plenty of fish in the sea, that's like the energy that Spirit wants you to be in, open to love, flirting, whatever, experiencing different people, different connections, even learning a thing here and there, and just having fun. But this person is very much so in this plenty of fish in the sea energy, where they come into your life and they always have some sort of excuse, or like, technically we're not together, or maybe this person, like, I don't know, I feel like this is the kind of person to lie about being poly, and really it's just like they don't want to commit, and they try to BS like, oh, I'm poly. Like, no, you're not. People in those kind of relations, people in poly relationships still have to communicate and be held accountable. That's the only way it works. It's not just a freak show. It's not just every man for himself doing whatever. No. So I feel like this is the kind of person to even like really take it there and like use that kind of excuse. But we have synchronicity, backstabber, and abundance of love. So just be mindful, okay? You're getting signs and signals. Trust those signs and signals. There is an imposter in your energy, and I very much so feel like it's this person of the past, someone, a backstabber. It could be even a spirit attachment to that person. So don't even bother taking it personally or trying to cast them out. Just get away from them and stay blocked. You know, keep them blocked, keep them out of your energy, out of your spirit, out of your mind, because it feels like like it just grows and grows and grows. It starts as a little seed planted, and then it just grows into like bigger insecurity or a bigger problem. But we have the abundance of love card. So it's like you're attracting a lot of people, all right? Some of them have good intentions, some of them don't. And a lot of them are peeping. They're not speaking, which is so annoying. Spirit for group 3. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. Spirit is calling you to be in your healing era and to avoid things that are going to make it harder for you or worse for you, avoiding things and people that want to get you off track. Can you tell us about confessions? Can you tell us about this person that'll be confessing to group 3? We have the 4 of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Wands, Temperance in reverse, and the 3 of Cups. This is like a collective energy at this point. Maybe there's no point to all of this. I'm like, should I even do love readings during Venus retrograde? And then we got freaking Mercury retrograde. It's like, ugh, the energy has been so raggedy lately. It's hard to keep hope. Nah, but I am seeing like this reoccurring ghetto energy. And listen, just be mindful, because even in the pre-shadow of Venus retrograde, when it started, I already had a bunch of craziness kicking off in my life. And me personally, once things start to get crazy like that, I start to avoid being out in public, connecting with anyone. I just go completely ghost, because I'm not getting caught in the crossfire of none of that retrograde energy. I say all that to say, the energy, it does look like there's someone in the way. It looks like there's like imposters around you with the 3 of Cups, some sort of third party situation. But the gag about third party is you actually have to be interested for it to be a third party. So it's really just giving people that want to entangle you into their third party or whatever they have going on, just to confirm their reality. And if you wonder why people make attachments to you like this, a lot of the time, it really just is that, just to confirm their reality. You're like, if they're not obsessed with me, why do they keep calling me? Or if they don't want to be with me, you know, why do we keep dealing with each other? Why do they keep coming back? And it's because just being able to have you confirms that they're on the same level as you or above you. It confirms that they're this womanizer, or, you know, whatever the male equivalent or feminine equivalent would be. Like, they're someone who's a player who gets, you know, whatever it is that they want. And that's why they do it. As simple as that. So I feel like Spirit is saying, listen, lay low at this time, just so you don't get caught in the crossfire. And it's one of those times where it's like, we just got to surrender to the energy at a certain point, because that's real. That's what it is. Like, I've been seeing it in my personal lives, in my friends' relationships, even stable relationships that I've like admired. I'm seeing the craziest stuff happen. I'm like, what's going on? Retrogrades. It's really that simple. Retrogrades. And then we have hella planets retrograde, at least at the time that I'm filming this. Crazy summer, Neptune, Uranus. Who else is retrograde this summer? We got Venus and Mercury. Like, we have so many planets that are going retrograde at the same time. So a lot of people have been naming it like the cruel summer, astrologically wise. And it's just frustrating, because I love love and I want everybody to be able to get into their desired relationship that is worthy of them. And then just to see collectively, like, dang, every pile is getting like, ugh, this kind of yucky energy. So it's not even in your control. And I feel like we just gotta like surrender to it. At least I am. sometimes it's just like, sometimes the energy is so bad that you literally just gotta bow out. And that's actually how we started your reading. So you're probably already tapped in. We got the Ace of Swords in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Spirit is saying this is not the time to extend yourself and make a move. Three of Cups, there's a lot of people around that are trying to get you involved in their BS or their lives, trying to get you to support their reality. So it's honestly better that you wait. Two of Wands, Four of Swords, for the right time and opportunity. Because I don't feel like this person coming through with this confession can even come into your life, because again, we're all affected by the energy collectively. So they have their own things, exes coming up, cycles that are reopening that they have to close again. Like, you know, everybody has their own stuff they're kind of going through right now. And in order to not be caught in the crossfire, this may be just the summer. We all got to collectively chill out and wait for a better time, because otherwise it's literally like, you know, trying to make a return in the middle of a war. Like, it's a war going on. Why are you at Walmart? It's getting looted, ma'am. Why are you looking for love? Why are you, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, energetically speaking, that's what it's like. It's like in the middle of the war and you're trying to live your life like normal. Sometimes we just got to get out the way. Yeah, we have the Magician in reverse and wait for a better time. So there are things you can be excited about, group 3. But like I said, I've gotten kind of this muddy energy for all the groups. So at this point, it's just a collective energy. I've been seeing it a lot in personal readings. And like I said, in my personal life with friends and even myself, the stuff I've experienced, the craziness has been kicking up since pre-shadow for me. So sometimes we just got to wait a little bit, but there will be a confession. And the good thing about that for you, group 3, is when it's a confession, it's not something that you have to seek out. It'll come to you, you know? So at least you know you won't miss out on anything because it'll present itself. But be very mindful of anyone and anything presenting anything to you at this time, because again, there's a lot of, you know, falsehoods going on, and a lot of false, you know, twin flames, soulmates, whatever, people trying to confirm their reality at this time, trying to get in, you know, your good graces and get a refill. And it's like, nuh-uh. Make sure you're protecting yourself. We got Cancer, the doula. It says, feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive. Cancer is ruled by the moon, you know, 4th house energy, being comfy. It's honestly better that you're comfortable, that you're in the house doing your thing. Like, I'm getting watching movies vibe, or watching movies, you know, like doing the things that you love, working on art, or working on home improvement projects, you know, things that you can do to kind of kill time, but, you know, kind of remain in the space of optimism. It also says caring, lunar, sentimental, introverted, and family oriented. So Spirit is preparing you for a higher level of connection to expand your family, whether that's literally or more symbolically for you by adding a relationship and then maybe like some pets or whatever. But things are going in a positive direction, but I just feel like, again, that crazy summer energy is really peaking, heightening, and it's only getting more intense moving forward. It really is. So I think Spirit is kind of saying, wait out for a better time. But once, you know, the energy does finally build and it shifts in a positive way, you are going to get a confession from someone, and you are worth love. Don't you forget that. Don't be out here. You are not a gas station. Okay, you are not the Citgo, you are not the petrol, so you don't need to be worried about filling other people up. That's not your job, your responsibility. Don't allow people to program you as that, because you are not the gas attendant, okay? You are not here to do that for people, so let them go get that from somewhere else, deplete someone else of their energy, and you continue to be patient and try to entertain yourself the best you can. I know it can suck waiting, but it will be worth the wait for you, group 3. And yeah, that's what I got for you. My Etsy is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading to go deeper into what's coming for you, you can also do that, because not everyone's going to have a slow summer. Some people are going to win. So if you feel that's your energy, maybe you'll want to get one of those. But yeah, that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Sunstone, this is your reading using the Mermaid Tarot for you today. We are going to see, singles, what is next for you in love and who is coming in spirit. This is for group 4. Group 4 with the Sunstone. What is next for the singles of group 4? Nice. We have moving forward. Listen, that's a fabulous energy to start in, because I was just talking to group 3. There's this like crazy energy moving to the collective, through the collective, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I remembered, oh, Venus retrograde, duh. And then we have Mercury retrograde coming up soon. It may have already started by the time I post this video. Probably not. But we're probably at least in the post-shadow, or sorry, the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde as well. A lot of astrologers are calling it like the cruel summer, because there's so many planets retrograde this summer. There's just a lot going on. So I say all that to say group 4 right away, starting off with moving forward. That's a good energy, because the other files, listen, it's been a little ghetto today, okay? The readings have not been reading, okay? It has not been giving. Nice. We got the shift card too, so it could just be your time. I was just telling that to group 3, like there's always going to be a small portion of people who are winning when everything else is going to for everybody else. It wasn't them though. But for you, it looks like that's actually you, group 4. So let's see what's going on. Nice. We even have the winning card that came out. You guys, you're in your power. You're getting the best of the best collective. And listen, we still haven't seen what's going down on a deeper level. So the best of the best still may be kind of janky, but so far you're getting the best energy. We have moving forward and winning. So I get this energy. I just heard breaking ankles. I get this energy of you actually dodging F-boys, F-girls, people who want to waste your time wasters, future fakers, you know, phonies, balonies. I see you breaking ankles, like they think that they're getting close to you. They think that they're getting over on you, and you're sliding right out of their grip. So we have the villain era card. Nice. Villain era and shift. I mean, villain era in itself doesn't sound like the nicest energy, but at least it does mean that you're in your power and you have the majority of the control. So it's a good thing for you. With villain era and shift, I feel like you may have really been locked in with the universe, really tapped in, locked into what spirit has been telling you. And that's why you're in a position right now where it's like, compared to the collective, you're winning. Compared to the collective, when everybody is going through it, you're actually succeeding at this time. So congratulations, group 4. The energy for you is better than it is for everyone else at this time, collectively speaking. We do have caught up and good day though. So I want to see like, okay, what's this caught up energy? What's going on? It seems like you're, let me just clarify. Let's see. You know what? I'm glad I waited before speaking, because we have good day and settling differences and caught up. So it seems like someone is kind of getting caught, really liking you, having a good day with you. I see you realizing, or someone else rather, I see someone realizing like, you know what? You're not so bad, or not you're not so bad, but you're not who I expected you to be, or the person that I wanted to see you as in my head. Someone is seeing you for who you really are, and they're liking it, and they're liking you. There may be a little bit of a enemies to lovers trope going on here. Because I'm seeing you having a really good day with someone, and they're getting caught up like, oh my God, I actually like you. You know, and they're showing that affection towards you, and you may look at them in a certain kind of way that kind of snaps them out of it, like just in the heat of the moment, like, oh my God, I'm showing affection towards you. And they may be a little embarrassed. I just saw 444 on the clock. So there's a connection that's likely been in your life for a little while, someone you've definitely noticed and picked up on. And I see you settling your differences with that person, and I see you catching them slipping, catching them really feeling you. We have unexpected surprise and asking around as well. So it seems like there's going to be some sort of spontaneous reaction or spontaneous manifestation is a better word to use, where there's an unexpected surprise coming in rather quickly, and someone who's been asking around about you. This is someone you're not aware of yet, but that is aware of you, asking around about you, trying to get information about you before they come all the way through. We got the tempting card as well, so you may be in a very tempting energy right now. A lot of people are tempted and attracted to you. In a summer like this, in a time like this, you want to be mindful though, because like, a lot of people are looking for a home right now, spiritually speaking. A lot of people are looking for a safety net, okay? Trying to get in where they fit in. Trying to, I just saw 555 on the camera, trying to connect with someone who can benefit them, connect with someone who's gonna keep them from being able to, you know, receive their karma. So be mindful. You know, this energy, yeah, we have you look good. So you may be glowing up, looking very attractive in this season. A lot of people attracted to you, wanting to be close to you, talk to you, see what you got going on, get coupled up with you real quick though. It feels really quick. You're winning because you're getting a lot of the attention right now. You're winning because things are finally moving forward, especially if you've been in a period of like solitude or in a period of things just moving super slow. You're winning because it's like, okay, we're getting activity, but at the same time, okay, you may have gone through a glow up and you're looking good, or you're looking good because you're like the light in the middle of the night and it's like all the creatures are attracted to you. So just be mindful of who you let in your life, because I get an energy group 4 where there's a lot of people. Yeah, we have too many cooks in the kitchen, where there's a lot of people who want to be close to you, and it can be very confusing. Too many cooks in the kitchen is like a negative thing. It's a positive thing in the sense that, okay, there's a lot of activity right now. There's a lot going on. You're probably getting asked out on a lot of dates. You got different flirtationships popping off, people introducing themselves to you or sending you signs and signals and a lot popping off. But too many cooks in the kitchen can be a very chaotic and overwhelming energy, and a negative thing, because it can confuse you and cause you to make impulse decisions or cause you to get, you know, whisked away in the excitement of it all and surrendering like to the wrong person or the wrong thing. So be very protective of yourself during this time. But we have magnetic and abundance of love. So again, group 4, you're getting the most activity out of all the groups today. And you're getting the most, I would say, probably positive response out of all the groups, just because it's like a lot of people are kind of devoting their love to you in this season. Singles, group 4, moving forward, you're going to be getting an abundance of love. Your magnetism is rising, which only makes things more intense, because it's like you're attracting people towards you, and then also people are in general looking for someone to couple up with. So it's just making it like the most active period in your life in terms of romance, where there's a lot of love offers around and a lot of people like wanting to connect with you. Oh my goodness. We have the reunion card here. So we also have another person, someone you definitely know. It's a reunion. So someone that you've dealt with in the past. But we have the gift and self-esteem. So surprisingly, I'm not getting a negative energy with them. If you dated someone in the past that struggled to be in a relationship with you or a connection with you because of their own self-value, I do see that they're coming to the table with something to offer. They're coming to the table with this gift energy where they actually have something to give you, to add to your life. So that's really nice. And their self-esteem has gone up, so they're feeling more confident. So whether it was friends they were allowing to influence them, or society or religion, whatever it was, I don't see that as much of an issue as it has been in the past. And they're coming in an energy of actually having something to add to your life, to the situation, to bring to the table. So I would say be open. I would say be open to everyone at this time, but make your decision as far as what you want and what you want to do, and leave as soon as you know you want to leave, because we have cleaned the clutter and gone, and then we have get off your high horse. So there's a lot of people wanting you to be humbled at this time. Like, love quickly turns into hate. You see it all the time online with fandoms, and there's someone who gets famous really quickly, like an Ice Spice or whoever, and it's like everyone loves them, and then it turns into hate because people can't have them. Or you get this weird parasocial relationship that you see online where it's like people become obsessive over their faves. It's your fave, but you're adding trauma, to them, because you're stalking them like crazy and fighting about them and all this craziness. So there's a thin line, between love and hate. There's plenty of people who are attracted to you and they like you, but the more time that goes on and you're not giving them your energy, it is going to start to turn into a negative thing. So again, don't be too gassed up. Protect yourself, hide yourself at this time. It's better to just stay out of the mix while everything is so hot. And it's hard to do when you've been in a period of time where you've been waiting for things to move forward and it finally moves forward and it's like, ugh, you got to be so worried, but you got to protect yourself. We have gone and cleaned the clutter. So Spirit is also advising you, like, people for you, group 4, they're wanting to have like a sense of ownership over you. So I feel like this energy of everyone that you just talked to trying to lock you down right away, and maybe the first time you're talking to someone and they're like, you're like, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna go to sleep. And they're like, all right, better not do something you're not supposed to do. And it's like, huh? Like, I'm literally just talking to you. What are you talking about? Like, I see people trying to get you with that stuff like quick though. Like what? We had a 3-hour conversation. Yeah. First time talking to each other, so yeah, there's plenty to talk about. But at the end of the conversation, you're already trying to slide in this seed. You're already trying to plant this seed of like insecurity, or I have to be loyal to you. No, ma'am. No, sir. Do not entertain that, group 4. And a lot of people are going to be getting you to try to. So listen, clean the clutter, ghost. Do what's best for you. Soon as you know that this is probably not the person you're going to be with long term, it's better to cut them off than to even allow them to treat you and take you on dates, because especially with a Venus RX, like, that's just going to bring out the worst aspect of people. And Venus already has this possessive nature. She already has this nature of like wanting to be stimulated and wanting to be fulfilled and wanting her desires to manifest. And so there's already this like kind of obsessive and crazy energy that can come from Venus. So during a retrograde, you don't want to play with that, because people are going to show up even worse than they would when, all of our planets are stationary direct and things are on the up and up. We got hella planets retrograde this summer. I feel like Neptune, Uranus, Mercury, Venus, hella planets that are going to be retrograding in August and, throughout the end of the summer. A lot of astrologers calling it the cruel summer. So just be careful, okay? But we got the Ace of Pentacles. So again, you guys keep getting this energy of best case scenario. So I do feel like you've been doing the work. Your angels are protecting you at this time, but still, don't be gassed up by the fun of it all. Don't come into places too trusting and naive. Be vigilant, be careful. I'm a Cancer, so I'm always gonna like be more on the conservative side. I got my hard outer shell, okay? Cancer crab, straight up. I'm going to scuttle away before I'm going to get in the mix, okay? So maybe it's just me that's like just more conservative and more on the side of caution, but I do feel like especially during a time like this, you want to be cautious. We got the King of Swords in reverse and the Hangman. So you're catching people, catching their attention, and taking over people's minds and focus. And again, in a time like this where it's like we're in a retrograde, that can very quickly turn shadowy. King of Swords in reverse. People feel like they can't get to you. They can't quite catch you. They can't lock you down. And slowly but surely it's turning into like anger and, frustration. So 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Spirit is saying this isn't exactly the best time to try. The great thing for you, group 4, is you're already in an energy where things are naturally moving forward. There's already been a shift that's causing more positive experiences and more love offers. You're magnetic naturally. So that means you don't have to manifest or do the most to put yourself out there. Things are coming to you. So as long as you don't try I feel like you should be good, but I feel like Spirit's like, no, stop trying to find a loophole. I'm like, well, if at least if you don't like go out of your way to do it, then you should be good. And Spirit's like, you tried it. You tried it. We got the 3 of Wands in reverse, the 7 of Swords, and the Devil in reverse. So Spirit is definitely saying err on the side of caution. For the most part, you should be protected. And also you've just learned like so much and grown where no one can really trick you. Like you're not in a super vulnerable energy where someone could really trick you. But still, 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, err on the side of caution. This is a heartbreak. Oh, that wasn't on the at the bottom of the deck. It was on the top of the deck, flipped over. So 3 of Swords. Spirit, what's going on for group 4? So again, that energy I was saying before, it's like you're getting the best of the best, but even the best may not be so amazing, because I'm not getting like, oh, there's this relationship you're stepping into. I'm more getting the energy is finally shifted. You're feeling a lot better mentally, physically, emotionally, getting a lot more attention. But I'm still not seeing like the one come through at this time, single. So I feel like it's more a time where there's a lot going down in the collective. Nice. Chariot card at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is things are moving forward for you, group 4, but I feel like we just got to wait probably until the end of the season, because again, this is a collective energy at this point, and it's like, okay, sometimes it really is a bad time, you know? Like, sure, you may be really anxious to get things started, but you don't want to try to make a return in the middle of a tornado. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, rightfully so, you are entitled to receiving XYZ when you have a return, but it just may not be the best time, and sometimes you just have to surrender to that, let the storm pass, and then you'll be able to move forward. So I feel like things are probably going to heat up for you closer to fall, group 4, but your summer should be very exciting. The near future for you should still be very exciting, because you're getting, like I said, probably the most positive energy, definitely the most positive energy today. But the most positive energy out of the collective, we got the Death card and the Hermit. So Spirit is clearly saying like there's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's better to hermit, focus on continuing to channel your energy, continuing to better yourself. Chariot at the bottom of the deck, things will absolutely move forward, but we have the Death card here. So Spirit's like, listen, handing out stuff left to right, left and right, like karma to people, lessons to people, negative experiences are happening. Like, Spirit's working like this, it's best to stay out of the way. You know, it's like your mom, you hear her cleaning, she got on her gospel and she's cleaning the house. You stay in your room. You stay in your room until 2 o'clock. I don't care if you're hungry, because if you go out, Spirit's going to put you to work. Just like if you go out of your room when you know your mom's doing her cleaning thing on the weekend, she's going to put you to work. You're going to wash a dish. You're going to do something. You're not going to be in her way. So it's same thing. Like, don't be in Spirit's way. It's better to just duck off. But know that you're protected, provided for, taken care of. Things are going to be a lot better once this is over. We have Radha with Soul Flame. It says, rediscover a lost part of yourself and experience relationship harmony and healing. So Spirit's kind of calling you to channel your energy back to yourself. Maybe even get back into an old hobby to kind of kill some time. Especially, I'm seeing supplies. I'm seeing supplies for something in the corner. So if you had like a previous thing that you wanted to work on, like a home improvement project or an art project or something, Spirit is saying this is the perfect time to get into that, because there's other things going on at this time. And we have Bridget that wanted to come out, but I didn't grab it. We have Melchizedek with higher learning. It says, you have learned from experience. More inner study now is required to further progress. And the Bridget card is all about inner strength, tapping into your inner strength, tapping into your personal power. So Spirit is saying, be patient, hold out. This is a time where you can grow and expand consciously. So even if you've been wanting to read a book or get into anything that kind of stimulates the mind, this is a good time to journey with that. Uh, um, but yeah, I see things probably heating up for you, definitely heating up for you like now, sooner rather than later. But in terms of like something anchoring, like, oh, a relationship, I feel like that's going to take a wee bit longer. And that's going to be closer to the fall season before things really heat up. But things are still going to get exciting to hold you over in the meantime. And that's what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.